put the video on it.
Planting our peas. Oh, you just probably chuck the whole thing if you want. We've got plenty more to tip in the other ones too.
Dirt, soil, and it'll be interesting to see how much it actually fills the beds. Okay, so one trailer load kind of fills 2, but not quite high enough. So we want it right to the top, and it's a little bit below the top, so yeah, a lot of work, but feels like we haven't even got very far. Lovely sunset tonight. Lucy likes to bark at the birds and the kangaroos. We have a lot of kangaroos up here. So our goal has changed a little bit now. We want to maybe make 3 beds and have at least them ready for the summer, and then this 3 will work on once these 3 have their veggies growing, and then the last 2 will be whenever we get to it. Could be even in autumn or winter, maybe. Next year. Well, how many days until next year? 2? 2 more days.
This bed's done before the end of the year.
Yes. Yes, definitely. We won't be able to plant the next couple of days because it's going to be very hot and we don't have shade cloth or anything for them yet. So,
One eternity later.
So this is our veggie beds today. It's now the end of March, so it's actually been 3 months since we put the veggie beds together, and initially we had a goal of just getting the first 3 beds done, but then Jarryd had an extra boost of energy and he just wanted to get it all done, so we ended up getting everything made and put together, and we've got all the soil and everything in all the beds, but not every bed has something in it at the moment. So a little quick tour. Our tomatoes have just absolutely exploded, and they're still green, a lot of them, especially the big ones, but they're getting all the cherry tomatoes are getting red, and we've been having heaps and heaps of cherry tomatoes, and they just keep coming. In the bed here, we've covered it because we've had white moths laying their little caterpillars, but in here we've got cauliflower, and we've got some beetroot in there as well. Can't really see it. And some Swedes. And then in this bed here, we've just planted carrots and something else I can't remember. Radishes, that's what it is. So they're not really coming up just yet. In this bed we had a lot of different lettuces, and they were just getting out of control, so we've actually just pulled them out now, and we're going to use this bed for something else now, but we've just kept a little bit of lettuce at the front here. We've got some herbs growing in the pots. In here we had a cucumber planted, but it never actually took off. I don't know why. We had a huge squash plant in here, and then we just had so many squash, it was ridiculous. We couldn't keep up with eating them all. So we've pulled that out now. This is a pumpkin which never gave us any pumpkins, and we think part of the problem was because we planted in January and they probably needed to be in a bit earlier, but we couldn't do it any earlier. In here we have our capsicum. Let's see if I can show you. We've got him covered just because we're starting to get really cold nights, but we've got 2 capsicums, so that's exciting. I'm trying to hold a microphone and do this at the same time because it's quite windy. So hopefully you can hear me well. Some more just herbs. And then here is just some leftover tomatoes that we never planted out, and we've sort of neglected them, but they're still giving us tomatoes, which is amazing. Here we have our watermelon. It finally started to take off, but again, we didn't have enough hot weather, and so only just now have we got a tiny couple of watermelons. Over here we got given some rhubarb, so we chucked that into the grow bag. And then in here we're growing grass. So we need to pull all of this out. I think it's ryegrass, and it came from the hay or the straw that we put in the beds. So we're just going to pull that out, and then these 3 here will be ready for something. We're not sure what yet. Something else that I thought I'd show you while I'm out here is we didn't have like a compost or anything when we came here. Like literally this was just a paddock, so we're slowly adding to it, but we didn't have a spot to put all our scraps, so we just started dumping it here, but we haven't really built any infrastructure around it, and I didn't like the look of it just sitting there. And also we needed to keep the dog out and other animals, so then Jarryd just got some pallets and whipped this up, which makes it look a lot nicer from the veggie patch area. And then we've just got some wire around it, but eventually we will probably set this up properly. But for now, this is working for us. And over here we have 3 of our citrus trees. So we've got an orange, a lime, and a lemon. And we had these in grow bags, and the lemon was in a pot. And now that they're in the ground, they're just doing so well. So we've actually picked off some lemons, so that's exciting. So that's the veggie garden tour. We've still got more plans for this space. We want to put a massive fence around it, starting going out, and then here we'd love to have like an arbor and a gate and an entry, because we've left the middle here just with no bed, so that we have room to move and bring in a wheelbarrow and everything. We want to continue bark chipping every pathway in here so that we don't have to mow. And then along the fences that we build, we'd like to plant some more sorts of veggies or vines or something. So yeah, we want it to look lush and healthy, but it's going to take a lot of work. We sort of set a big goal and didn't realize just how much time and effort it was going to be. So yeah, we're learning patience, or I'm learning patience, and we'll get there. So thanks for watching our garden tour. I'm sorry this video took a while to make. There's been a lot happening and I was sick for a little while, and so anyway, we've got it together now, and we hope to keep you a little bit more updated in future of what we're planting and how everything goes. The next big project will be the fence around the garden, so we'll hopefully film that as well. And until next time, have a good day.